Hey guys, what's going on? I want to really quickly talk about what is it, Mandalorian? We're on episode 4 already. We're halfway through the season. I just want to go over the episode, give you my thoughts. Um, so, in this episode, I was thinking we probably weren't going to be able to see Ahsoka this episode. I was right. Uh, you know, the Razor Crest has to get fixed pretty much every episode. So, episode starts out with Mandalorian trying to get Baby Yoda to connect these two wires, and obviously he has the mind of a child, so he can't. Or not even a child, a baby. So he just can't connect the wires. So they decide to go to I think it's called Navarro, the bounty hunter planet that he was on. Uh, but before he leaves space, you see him and Baby Yoda sitting down drinking like some sort of like tea or something. It, and you see him like he's like right here, and you see like just this part of his mouth, and you see Baby Yoda like peeking under there, trying to see what he looks like. Uh, so they're the I'm pretty sure the rumors about Pedro Pascal, or Pedro as people are starting to call him. But yeah, so I think the rumors about him wanting to take his helmet off are true. Uh, him like trying to walk off set, like that probably happened. The Mandalorian seems to be getting, bigger in some episodes and smaller in some. Like just his build. This episode, whoever was in there really filled out the armor. Uh, let's see what else. Where was I? Yeah, so you see Gina Carano, Cara Dune. She really steals the show this episode. But it cuts from them traveling to the bounty hunter planet to her taking out a whole bunch of thugs. It's a whole bunch of the spider-looking guys, like with the thing. I don't remember what their names are, but anyway, she goes in and she kills a whole bunch of them. Uh, Super cool fight scene. Whatever. And then it cuts to the intro, and then you see the Mandalorian landing. He can't even get his landing pad down. He walks out, and Grief Karga, uh, who's played by Carl Weathers, who actually directed this episode, is very good job on his part. Um, they walk into town, and they go to the like mayor's office or whatever, because he's now running the town. Uh, you see the blue guy from the first episode, and they said he ran away one time, so now he's working off all of his debt. And they said that he had like 350 years or something like that to work off. So they get into the mayor's office and they're talking, and Grief Karga says that there's an Imperial base on the other side of. Oh yeah, and so before that they drop Baby Yoda off in just a random classroom. And he sits down, and then he steals some cookies from a girl sitting beside him. He uses the Force and steals it from her, and he gets this like blue cookie stuff all over himself. So while Baby Yoda's in class, Mando and all of them are talking, and uh, Grief Karga. Sorry, I completely forgot where I was for a second. So Grief Karga is saying that he needs the Mandalorians' help to go and uh, uh, like wipe the base off the map. He wants to uh, turn off the cooling systems and make it's like on a volcano. So the volcano is gonna erupt and it's gonna burn the whole base to the ground. Saying that there's only a skeleton crew there. Reluctantly, the Mandalorian says, "All right." So Grief Karga has two people fix his ship, fix the Razor Crest, and then they all. So while they're going on this mission, somebody's gonna fix his ship. They get to the base. They make the blue guy open up the door. Uh, they get in there. They sneak around. They turn the cooling system off. They say they got about 10 minutes to get out of there. So they start running, and then they get into this one room, and they see all these tanks, and there's like people in there. A lot of people are saying like this is a precursor to Snoke. They're gonna try and tie it into the sequel trilogy. I don't know about that. I mean, we did hear rumors that they were wanting to do that, but I think this is probably going to be something that you find out later in the episode. Uh, so they make the blue guy hack into the computer, and you see the doctor from season 1 that was wanting the child to come back alive. He says something along the lines of they've exhausted the blood with the high M count, midichlorians. So it seems like they're trying to put the midichlorian blood into people to make them force sensitive. Now, whether that's to create Snoke or create, just good pilots, because like there's always been the fan theory that like Han Solo and other like great pilots have some sort of connection to the midichlorians. They have some sort of force ability to enhance their flying, but that's never been like confirmed or anything. But yeah, so they see that and they hear Moff Gideon, so Mando now knows that Moff Gideon is alive. So they start running out of the thing, out of that room, and then a whole bunch of stormtroopers show up. None of them hit any of the good guys, obviously. But even like the blue guy, he's like cowering behind the like desk, and he's like shooting over, and he's hitting people. I think that's a little too stretching it a little bit, but so they get out, and then the Mandalorian says like, "I gotta go get the child," and Gina's like, "Yeah, you go ahead, you go, we got this." So Mando runs and jetpacks out of there and flies back to get Baby Yoda. So then we have about 5 minutes full of just Gina Carano and Carl Weathers and the blue guy. I can't remember his name, but so they're fighting their way in, and then they get stuck on the like platform outside, and they see this big like tank ship thing, and so Gina Carano like she takes the lead in this while Mando's gone. So she steps up, she goes and gets in there, and she gets she picks up the other two and they drive off. There's some stormtroopers following on speeder bikes, and then they knock them out one at a time. There wasn't any of the, like in the sequel trilogy with Rey hitting 3 TIE fighters with one shot. They really struggled to try and get to kill the stormtroopers. Then there's one TIE fighter left, and the Mandalorian shows up and knocks it out of the sky. Or actually, it's the last 2, and then he does a weird spinning thing to kill the second one. Like, he kills one, and he's like all the way up in the air, and he comes back down and kills it. And then you see, alright, sorry about that. So yeah, Mandalorian kills the 2 TIE fighters, and then he flies off because he's worried Moff Gideon's gonna figure out where he is. Then we cut to a Star Destroyer, and you see, hopefully that didn't cut out, but so you see a bridge officer talking with one of the mechanics from the planet, one of the ones that Grief Karga told to fix the ship, and he says that the tracking beacon is on the Razor Crest. And then she walks in and tells Moff Gideon that, and then you see like 2 big lines full of dark troopers, and then that's where the episode ends. So I want to reiterate all my impressions on this episode. Gina Carano really stepped up this episode. She was great in it. The Mandalorian actually took the lead in his show. So Grace Randolph's rumor about them trying to do a different, a more Game of Thrones type of following different characters in different episodes. She said it was going to be like a strong tone shift, but it wasn't really that strong. I mean, maybe the characters they put a little bit more emphasis on the characters. If they don't, one of the weaknesses of the Mandalorian is there's not much for Dar Jin to. There's not much character that he has. It's kind of hard to portray it. So if I was hoping, when the series started and they started introducing these people, I was hoping some of them would become his crewmates. That's what I thought the Mandalorian was going to be at the beginning. Was him getting his armor, earning his spot, and becoming a really good bounty hunter and making a crew. But then we went on this Baby Yoda, and that's fine. The series wasn't supposed to have Jedi, but they tricked us. Now there's Jedi. I think the Mandalorian should make a crew, because that one episode in, I think it was episode 6 with the droid and the Twi'lek and all of those people, that was a pretty good episode. That's one of my favorites. I've heard a lot of people say it felt like filler, but that's what I was expecting from the Mandalorian. So this episode, it wasn't just filler. There was a lot of, it moved the story. I was getting worried that it was going to be following the J.J. Abrams mystery box Star Wars that the sequel trilogy was, but it really move the story forward. Hopefully, the episode coming up this week, we'll see. It's supposed to be entitled The Jedi. So, Ahsoka's not a Jedi. Again, I don't know how they're gonna do that. I mean, maybe because she had some training, it sort of counts from a certain point of view. Or maybe they're gonna surprise us with the Luke Skywalker cameo that we've been hearing about. I heard from, I think it was from Doomcock, who heard it from his source, who is working on the on the set of the Mandalorian. The Mandalorian has, or Disney bought a old Air Force base, and that's where they're filming all their shows for Disney Plus. So someone working there saw that they filmed a lightsaber battle, and it was looking like it's gonna be Luke Skywalker. So maybe they're gonna surprise us. Maybe it's gonna be in the episode. Maybe it's not. Maybe we know that Rosie. Shoot, I can't even say her name. Rosia Dawson. Is that how? This is close enough. Anyway, we know she's cast as Ahsoka. We know. Let's see what else. We know that Disney is at least aware of Sebastian Stan wanting to play Luke Skywalker, or he's at least open to it. But we'll see. Yeah, that was my impression of the episode. How did you guys feel about it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you, did I miss anything? Oh shoot, I almost forgot so the cloning and the midichlorians. I think that might be closer to trying to enhance the Dark Troopers instead of trying to make Snoke or clone Palpatine. I think that's hopefully where they're gonna go. But Jon Favreau did say that he wants to try and fix the sequels. I think they're beyond fixing. People just want to move on, forget about it. But yeah, so happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below if I missed anything. What are your thoughts on it? Let me know. Till next time, peace.